February about?
Love.
Valentine's and love. Well, you know, with this cold weather, we thought, no, we're going to take you to the tropics. Everybody goes to Mexico. Everybody goes to the Caribbean. We're going to go to Hawaii. And a love story. Our love story is about Nancy and her husband, John. That's his real name, by the way. And this is a story about when they were engaged. And all exciting things happened. So they left here and it was so cold like it is now. And then they arrived in Hawaii and oh boy, there was a heat wave. She has to catch it.
I have to catch it and see if it'll catch me. It's been so cold out here and it's so hot out in Hawaii. Sometimes you just gotta get under those trees, you know, where it's cooler. What kind of trees do they have on the beach? Palm trees. Down among the shelter and palms, so honey, wait for me. Oh, honey, wait for me. Don't be forgetting we've got a date out where the sun goes down about 8. How my love is burning, burning, burning. How my heart is yearning, yearning, yearning to be down among the shelter and palms. So honey, wait for me. Down among the shelter and palms. So honey, wait for me. Oh, honey, wait for me. Don't be forgetting we've got a date up where the sun goes down about 8. How my love is burning, burning, burning. How my heart is yearning, yearning, yearning to be down among the shelter and palms. So honey, wait for me.
Now, her fiance, John, he has this huge surprise for Nancy. Nancy has no idea what's going on.
I never do.
Well, so they're walking along the beach, as they love to do, and oh, he just feels the romance. It's Hawaii. They're engaged. They're in love. It's February. He sings her this timeless love song. Remember, I Love You Truly? It has been played at weddings since 1901 when it was published, up until the 70s. And then, poof. But guess who's brought it back? The Swing Sisters. So please sing along.
If you know the songs, please sing with us, because we love that. Thank you.
Now, when one is in Hawaii, what is one of the major tourist attraction and events everyone must at least try once? It involves a lot of people, like a big party. What do we go to? Luau, that's right. Well, Nancy and John, they're at a luau, and Nancy is enjoying this because she loves the coconut mugs and what's in it.
Yeah.
Mai Tais don't always come in Mai Tai glasses. At a luau, everything is in, a coconut.
I'm not that much of a fan of the coconut itself, but I like what they put in their drinks.
That's right. So she's enjoying herself. There's a roasted pig, and ladies, the male dancers with the torches.
Fire torches?
Right?
Yeah.
Men, luau ladies. But everybody, the best feature, she's called Hula Loo. And boy, oh boy, she's so popular, all the sailors know about Hula Loo.
Yes, they do.
How do I know? It says so in the song. And Sophie Tucker knew about her too.
Now you can talk all you want about women, said a sailor named Dan McCann. But if you want to know about women, you've got to talk to a sailor man. I don't know how many he has met, and there isn't any that he'll regret. But the lady who gave him a trimming is the gal he can't forget. Her name was Hula Loo, the kind of gal who never could be true. She did her dancing in the evening breeze, beneath the trees. I thought she used to shake her seaweed D's. I never knew a man who wouldn't shoot a Dan McGrew and sail across the briny sea to woo the lady known as Hula Loo. Now any sailor will tell you this baby was the greatest vamp he ever knew. I know there ain't a ship in the Navy where she ain't got a friend in the crew. There is not a cruiser on a wave without someone who's her devoted slave. And no matter how nasty she may be, she's the one gal sailors crave. She's named Hula Loo, the kind of gal who never could be true. She did her dancing in the evening breeze, beneath the trees. She got more sweeties than a dog has fleas. I never knew a man who would shoot a Dan McGrew and sail across the briny blue to woo the lady known as Hula Loo from Honolulu.
Well, her fiance, John, he's got this whole week all planned out. Now Nancy likes to sleep a lot, not on this trip. The next morning, early, after a late luau, we're talking a lot of coconuts going on here, right? He says, honey, we're going to do something cool. I'm going to take you on a tour on a glass-bottom boat. You got to do that when you're Hawaii. Well, for some reason, he has a picture of Nancy and she's waking up with her coconut still in her hand. She goes, okay.
Love that thing.
So they go to the boat, and Nancy will tell you, not a good idea after a night of coconutting, to be leaning over on the glass-bottom boat as the boat is swaying back and forth.
And watching the fish go back and forth, too.
Woo! She was like this. Well, not to mention, Nancy was seeing other things than what everybody else was seeing. And she tells me about it, and I kind of like Nancy's version of the glass-bottom boat tour.
I'd like to be under the sea in an shout and swim about the coral that lies beneath the waves. Oh, what joy for every girl and boy, knowing they're happy and they're safe. We would be so happy, you and me, no one there to tell us what to do. I'd like to be under the sea in an octopus's garden with you. In an octopus's garden with you. Now, do you know who wrote that song? It was written in 1969 by one of the Fab Four, Ringo Starr, one of the Beatles.
Let's go walk on the beach, Nancy.
Yeah, after that, all that water, you gotta just kind of let the breeze dry out your suit. Just cruising along with the breeze, trailing the rails, roaming the sea, like the birdies that sing in the trees. Pleasing to live, living to please. The sky is the only roof I have over my head, and when I'm weary, Mother Nature makes me a bed. I'm just going along as I please, breezing along with the breeze. I'm just breezing along with the breeze, trailing the rails, roaming the seas, like the birdies that sing in the trees, pleasing to live, living to please. The sky is the only roof I have over my head, and when I'm weary, Mother Nature makes me a bed. I'm just going along as I please, breezing along with the breeze.
1926. So in 1966, MGM had one of its well-known epic movies. It wasn't as well known as Exodus, the Ten Commandments, Ben-Hur, but Hawaii was an epic movie. It was long, it had Julie Andrews in it, and they were banking on her fame from the year before when The Sound of Music came out. So, together in The Sound of Music, Julie Andrews played a novice, right? In Hawaii, she played a missionary's wife. Now, but the theme song, it's not long, but it's beautiful. And it tells of
Hawaii. In Hawaii, there are several islands, and I like them all, but my favorite is Maui. And on Maui, there's a great big volcano called Haleakala. And this is the Haleakala song about Hawaii, the goddess of the islands. I am Hawaii, I am forever, I will always be kind to you. A gentle rain, wash your cares far out to sea. Come you dreamers and dream with me. I am true. Night and you and blue Hawaii. The night is heavenly, and you are heaven to me. Lovely you and blue Hawaii, with all this loveliness, there should be love. Come with me while the moon is on the sea. The night is young, and so are we. Dreams come true in blue Hawaii, and mine could all come true this magic night of nights with you.
Leilani and Blue Hawaii were written in 1933, 1936. In 1937, Bing Crosby had recorded both of them. But what I didn't know until after I had put the songs together was that Sweet Leilani was on side B and Blue Hawaii was on side A. Who was the other famous person whom I think had the best recording of Blue Hawaii? Elvis.
Yeah, Elvis.
So here's the secret, Nancy. Close your ears, please. Before they left to come to Hawaii, John had said, Nancy, it's going to be really hot. I want you to pack a light-colored dress, to keep away the heat and all that. She said, okay. So he said, why don't you pick this one and that one? And these were white dresses. Well, on the day of today, he hands her a big box. She opens it. There's a pair of sandals. White. Then there's a long veil. She's like, what? He lays out the dresses, lays out the veil on top of the dress. She goes, what is this? He says, honey, we're getting married. Most women would say, no, I have to do the wedding.
Yeah.
No, Nancy, they'd been engaged so long, Nancy was just happy. And to be married in Hawaii. Now, what kind of swing sisters would we be if we're not doing the Hawaiian wedding song? But only in English.
Yeah, because my Hawaiian sucks, so.
This is the moment I've waited for. I can hear my heart singing. Soon bells will be ringing. This is the moment won't hide the sun. Blue skies of Hawaii, smile on this our wedding day. I do love you with all my heart.
I love you, Nancy. And they are married. Never, it was something else. Well, we have a fantastic wedding reception. I'm going to keep on talking until you can guess who this is. So, he's in the back, and the drinks are pouring. What is the one drink we have at a wedding? Champagne.
That's what you toast with.
Oh, yeah, see, it always makes my nose tickle, and why is that?
Are they great big fat bubbles that when they break, they just make your whole face wet? Or are they littler than that? Tiny bubbles.
So who's the guest who's going to sing at Nancy and John's reception? Don Ho, that's right.
Don Ho. Rumor has it if there's champagne, he'll show up.
Help me.
Tiny bubbles, everybody.
Tiny bubbles
In the wine.
in the wine.
Make me happy.
Make me happy.
Make me feel fine. Tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles
Make me warm all over. With the feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. So here's to the golden moon, and here's to the silver sea, and mostly here's a toast for you and me. Everyone, tiny bubbles
Tiny bubbles
in the wine.
in the wine.
Make me happy.
Make me happy.
Make me feel fine. Tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles
Make me warm all over. With the feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. So here's to the ginger lay, my gift to you today. And here's a kiss that will not fade away. One more time, everybody. Tiny bubbles
Tiny bubbles
in the wine.
in the wine.
Make me happy. Make me feel fine. Tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles
Make me warm all over. With the feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time. With the feeling that I'm gonna love you till the end of time.
honeymoon. Nancy is looking forward to a night at the Hilton. What do you like to do at the Hilton?
I like to do everything at the Hilton, but what I like most is room service. Because if you're not ordering room service, it's just camping.
Now, Nancy's husband, John, he's the more outdoorsy kind.
Yeah.
So he says, but honey, I got this great little, now we call it an Airbnb. And it's right on the beach. And she's like, no, not the tents. He says, no. This is typical Hawaiian.
I wanna go back to my little grass shack in Keakaluka, Hawaii. I wanna be with all the kitties and mahinis that I knew long ago. I could hear the guitars a playing on the beach of Honolulu. I
he's sailing back to Kona. A grand old place that's always fair to see. I'm just a little Hawaiian and a homesick island boy. I wanna go back to my fishing boy. I wanna go back to my little brush shack in Hawaii, where the huma huma nuka nuka apua apo swimming by. Where the huma huma nuka nuka apua apo swimming by. That's great. That's the only long Hawaiian word I know. And do you know what that means? When they go swimming by, that's kind of a thing. It's a fish. It's a trigger fish. They've got a word that's this long for a fish that's this big.
Very well done, Nancy. And she's like, a grass shack for my honeymoon. Nancy was not happy. So the next morning, she figures, well, they mentioned Kona Island. She wants Kona coffee. Nowhere to be found. So she's walking along the beach, and she's mesmerized by these shiny things on the sand. And then she thought, there's a mirage. Because what does she see out there? A guy in shorts. That's right, ladies, in shorts. And it's Don Ho. And he's just, walking along and, doing the same thing she is. And he comes along and goes, Nancy, right? She goes, oh, yes, Don Ho. I remember. Yeah, the Elvis of Hawaii, right? And she says, Don, tell me about these little shiny things in the sand. He says, we call them shiny pearls. Oh, these are shells. And what's the Hawaiian name for it?
Poo-poo. But they're very shiny. Pearly shells.
Pearly shells.
From the ocean.
From the ocean.
Shining in the sun.
Shining in the sun.
Covering the shore.
Covering the shore.
When I see that.
When I see
My
that.
heart tells me that I love you more than all the little pearly shells. For every grain of sand upon the beach, I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. Pearly shells from the ocean.
From the ocean.
Shining in the sun.
Shining in the sun.
Covering the shore.
Covering the shore.
When I see them, my heart tells me that I love you more than all the little pearly shells. For every grain of sand upon the beach, I've got a kiss for you, and I've got more left over for each star that twinkles in the blue. Pearly shells, more than all the little pearly shells. And now it's time to say goodbye
To the island.
to the island.
To the island. And
Time to
Nancy,
go home.
except for that little so-called Airbnb, I'm sure she's going to tell them all about it. But actually, Nancy and John have been married for a few years. How many?
In May it'll be 47.
Wow.
We haven't killed each other yet.
All because of that wonderful Hawaiian trip.
But this is a little farewell that was written by